Hello everyone. Good evening. How is it going? So my mouse isn't working. It's not even showing up in the nearby devices for some reason. Ah, so yeah, let me know what's too high. Yep, better. Yeah, so it's not working. Hmm. What do I do? Again, reset this thing. Hmm. Yep, now it shows up. Okay, it got connected. The mouse is working now. Good. So yeah, what was I doing? Yeah, here is the terminal, here is the CRM directory. And yeah, we were working on lead syncing for Frappe CRM. Let me just, yeah, I was watching the Frappe documentary. It's still 12 minutes, so later. And by the way, what is this? So today on LinkedIn, I put up this post. Hmm. Why is this slow? Yeah, this post. So are you a freelancer working in the Frappeverse or want to become one? Well, we are building something to get you more visibility, skills, and business. If you want to be the first ones, just fill up this form and let's have a chat. So we already have 100 registrations and I have used insights for quick analytics of the registrations we are getting. And I'm very excited. It crossed 100 registrations in a few hours. That's good. But yeah, that was the side stuff I'm working on. And other than that, we were working on this. Yep, the lead syncing. So if you remember in the last episode, we were able to get the leads um, into the system from Meta. And this was the code base. If we go inside lead sync source, sync leads from Facebook, and we had hard coded this part where it was just using the first name. And if I start bench again, cd dot dot, cd dot dot, and yeah, something I'm announcing on Wednesday. So make sure you have followed me on either LinkedIn or Twitter or both. That's my most ambitious project till date. CD Frappe, 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 benches, July bench. So I'm stuck at July because I'm not able to create any more benches. Hey Aditya, hi Adil. So code bench start. So today we'll see the field mapping part and as well as the UI if we are able to get to it. So right now it is hard coded. So I will open up CRM dot localhost 8000 lead sync source. And this is what we had. And this is the lead form, which then when we click sync now, it synced the leads. So now it failed. What is it saying? Yeah, token might be expired, I guess, of the pages. But wait, sync leads, what does it do? Sync leads call this, and it uses the access token from here. Is the access token it is using. So we'll go to token inspector. What is it? Let's just go to the playground explorer. What was it called? Yeah, API explorer. And then we'll go to access token tool. Paste this token. That is it. Yep, this token. And debug. So it has expired. That's fine. We'll generate a new one, not an issue. So until we figure out a permanent solution for it, we have to be dealing with this thing. So we'll just generate a user token. I think this is, yep. Let's copy this, paste it in here. Yep, on save it went, and I think if anything was out of sync, it fetched. Yep. Sync now. Lead sync initiated. CRM lead. And here are the three. So we didn't consider deduplication yet, but we will. Okay. So the first order of business is how do we do the mapping, right? I don't think we should do the mapping in the lead sync source itself because we already have the form fields in the lead form. See, the key is there. We just have to somehow add a new field here in the child table that says, okay, what is the destination field of sorts, right? So let's go to edit doc type. I want to edit this child table. So label ID type, everything is fine. Then we'll add. So I'm thinking how this should work, right? In the front end, it will fetch the leads or yeah, it has to be metadata somehow. That okay, what are fields are there? So either we can do a select field or a autocomplete field. Let's do autocomplete field because in the front end also we'll do this CRM field. What should I name it? And this is default could be not synced. Cool. CRM field. Does it sound good? Mapped to CRM field. And this is not mandatory as such. Let them map it. But yeah, in list view for sure. ID not required in list view. Label this, that. Okay. So now we can remove that mapping child table from the sync source. Yep. And we go back to Facebook lead form. I can see an issue here, but unless we go and add the second provider, we should be fine. See, not sync, not sync, not sync, not sync. That is totally fine. Now I want to map these fields to fields of CRM. I'm working in desk for now, but yeah. So now I need somehow to have the fields of the CRM here. Okay. So for that, I want. Okay. Concept console. Frappe dot get meta, if I'm not wrong. Get meta of CRM. No. Why? Hmm. CRM lead is there. Maybe let's try something else. Facebook lead form. Yeah, now see, Facebook lead form is there. CRM lead is not there. CRM deal, no. Lead. Hmm. Because exactly we want the meta because I want the fields and then that's it. Hmm. So then what should we do? Frappe dot db dot get doc. I want doc type CRM lead. Oh, wait. Dot then whatever data comes in, this console log. Oh wait. Yep, CRM lead. It has the fields. Yep, that should do. So then I'll just copy this in Facebook. And now I'm rethinking my decision whether it should stay in the source itself. I think it should, but then how would we get these keys? We can copy them over there, but what if this changes then? Hmm, fine. For now, I'll just go and get it working and then optimize and think about the other things. From Facebook lead form. No, what is it called then? Now I get it. So if you remember, the custom checkbox was not going away, right? Because I was not logged in as administrator. And now everywhere I am editing the doc type, it's just settings C. That is why the file was not there. I was reviewing the PR and then I saw, okay, this is the issue. Form. Facebook lead form.js. Yep. Actually, the issue is this won't give us custom fields. Hmm. We'll have to somehow get the meta. I'm not sure how, but we'll have to. So yeah, let's tackle the easier part first. Just manually type for now. So full name I want it to be mapped to first name. Email I want it to be mapped to, I think, email. So we can check the meta for this manually for now because I haven't added any custom fields. Nope, this can't be this. Okay. So we want whatever data comes in dot fields dot map f dot field name and console log that. Yep, this is what I wanted. So there is a first name, there is a last name, email is there, correct. Phone number is mobile number. So let's sync that. What all have you heard about Frappe? They will have to add a custom field and then sync it. Company name, I think organization. Organization. Yep. So it's not ideal, but if we can get the logic to work, then we should be fine. Okay, let's head back here where we were doing the syncing. This is where we'll have to do some work. So ultimately we know we want to create a lead, right? But not with this hard-coded values. So we'll have to get the mapping. And that we can do using frappe.db.get all this questions, right? This questions parent is the lead gen form ID. So filter we know for sure. Filters equal to parent lead form ID, correct. And what is the child table name of this thing? Lead form question. Okay. We get this, right? What all fields do we want from that? We just need two things. That is actually the key and not even the label. We just need the key and mapped to CRM field. Which CRM field this is mapped to? Okay. Format document. Okay, okay. This will give us questions, form questions. Okay. And either we assume that this both are in same order, then it's fairly straightforward, but let's not assume that, make it more robust. So we will turn on, yep. Yep, this is what I wanted actually. Yep. So let's just check the review the code that it generated. So it's just creating a dictionary out of that list. So key mapped for queue in form questions if it is mapped to a CRM field. Then for lead in leads, lead data is item of name of zero. So again, that is also converting the list to a dictionary. Then it is creating this uh, dictionary again. KK, what is this KK? Okay, so it's saying if the key is found, then use the key, otherwise use K. No, no, no. Just let it be none or null, whatever is the null value. For key value in this lead data dot items, if K in question to field map. Fine. Let's try now. So this was just simple mapping. Lead sync sort, Facebook sync now. Lead sync initiated. Actually, it finished, but fine. Let's see it in CRM itself. Yep. See the three leads that we synced right now and the old ones. Now we have the email, the phone number, 123. And if I open up gaming ID, yep, correct. So now they can go in the child table, map it up, and they should be good to go. Yep. Now we have to figure out a way to deduplicate these leads. And later on, we'll have to also commonify this for other providers. Shift G. I should also delete that child table. Yep. Yep, that works. Now is the deduplication part. How do we do deduplicate? So we'll have to somehow store the, so either, so this is just a precaution. So there is a field called last synced at, right? That which is a date time field. Either we only sync leads. Yeah, this could work, I guess. That okay, if you have synced till 19th September, then start with the 20th September, 6 p.m. Right? So we'll store this. We'll store this after the syncing is over. This will be frappe.db.set value last thing that frappe.utils.now. Is it? Yep. No, lead form ID is not the. It has to be a source. This is where you have to take some design decisions on how and where should it be stored. Because tomorrow the user might go and change the form from here. Or should we allow them to set it only once? That okay, you pick a page, you select a lead form, and you are stuck with it. Hmm. These are the decisions that make it harder. Hmm. What should we do? Because actually this is not the source. And can we assume this field will be unique? I will assume this for now. I'll make it unique because I don't want them to be syncing the same form multiple times as leads. So we can assume that this is unique. And if that is unique, we can say rapid.db.get value get value source. Actually, we can do this. Where the field lead form is this lead form. Yep. This is because we assume there is just one form, one source. Let's try now. I'll just go to CRM lead list and delete this leads. Yep. And sync again. Yep. And if we see the source, last thing that, correct. That is working. Now let's handle the deduplication part. My voice is very low. So mic is not working. So let me just try to bump this up. Hello, hello, hello. My energy is low probably. I'll drink coffee. Hmm. So as I was saying, now we are storing this. So now somehow we have to use this, right? So go to API Explorer, me/accounts. Let's get this personal blog. Get the page token for this. Read get forms. This form leads. Then I want to filter, I guess. creation time. How do I filter? These are the operators. Maybe here itself we can, but how? Hmm. Thank you, Sam. I'm glad you found the content valuable. I'm just figuring out can how do I filter. Okay, let's see. Let's do a get value as well. Last sing that. Yep. If plan sing that URL plus. Oh, there is a sense, but will it work? And this thing also we'll have to check. I can't trust this copilot with Frappe utilities. Date time to timestamp. Ah, so we'll have to convert this to UTC timestamp, but let's see if there is a utility for it. Date utils. Okay. Get timestamp. So it's inside frappe.utils.data. frappe.utils.data. Get timestamp. Let's try this. Yep, it is there. And if we do I'm just using the read same source, comma, or just dot last same. Yep, it returns the timestamp. So this should technically work if this thing is. So we'll just copy this. Hmm. But this is not working. Since equal to. Hmm. Well, these are like created way before. Not working. Since is not working for some reason. We'll have to see the docs or the playground. We did have the playground. In the playground, I had hmm, no, I didn't try this. Hmm. Let's see. ChatGPT can tell me. Get leads created after a span before graph API. Filtering. Yep, I think it will work. So we want field creation time operator greater than, which is correct. It's powerful. Yep. Then field operator value, correct. That value is in my clipboard. Auth exception, and I know that has occurred. Spaces. Hmm. Wait a minute. No, it is named creation time. You are wrong. It's called created time. Okay. Still not. No. No. At least the syntax is going correct. But what is happening? Hmm. Encoding, I think they would take care of encoding here. Let me just copy this and do it in the Python side. Hmm. Hmm. Let's try this. Just go and sync. Log. Cool. CRM leads list. Nice. This also didn't create any duplicate thing. Yep. But did it update the timestamp? Yes, it did. So, okay. But what if they want to sync the old things? Okay, let me do one thing for now. I'll just clear the last thing that so it will sync from the beginning. Car frm dot set value. To set last thing. I'll save sync now. Yep. CRM lead list. Yep, it works. Okay. So now the syncing is a little bit more efficient in the sense that it, um, what do you say? Hmm. It won't fetch all of it and then uh, ignore the duplicate ones. It will fetch only after a certain last synced date. But we still need to figure out the deduplication because they might want to rerun it again and uh, retry failed ones. That also we'll have to implement. That okay, what if one of the lead syncing fails, right? A value is missing or something. That will also handle. And we also want to keep track of the lead. Okay, which lead or from Facebook was this lead created, right? What is the lead ID in Facebook? So we'll go here and say, let's add a new tab, syncing. I will add a data field. Facebook lead ID. And for now, I'll make it unique. This has to be unique. Automatically, if they try to create a duplicate thing, this goes away. Okay. So now when we are creating this thing here, we'll say CRM lead data, Facebook lead ID is equal to lead ID. And we can say ignore if So let it fail for now. Let's see what happens when it fails. Right, so now we have the field. Hmm. It won't fail for the first time, or will it? It won't fail for the first time. Let's delete and start from a clean state. This turned out to be more complicated than I had anticipated. But yeah, fun anyways. So we'll go to lead sync source list. And again, remove this last sync date. Or we could have commented out that line of code. In any case. Okay, let's sync now. Yep, sync started as in done. CRM lead list. So now in gaming ID, if you go to syncing, you will see this was the Facebook lead ID. And now we can do one thing. We can sync again. So we are making the thing more robust, right? I'm assuming like a lot of people are going to use this. Facebook lead ID must be unique. That's it. This is our deduplication. So ignore if duplicate equal to true. Yep. Now it should do this gracefully. Nope, it doesn't. Hmm. Ignore if duplicate maybe it is not considering. Yeah, it's duplicate. It's integrity error. Come on. Let's check how Frappe handles this sort of errors. Hmm. So let's see what happens on ignore if duplicate. And why is it not handling the case we are supposed to? Yep. Uh, there is a conflict handler of some sorts. Hmm. Because not sure. Yep, let's try now. And to see why isn't it working? It should work. Yep. Hmm. It's not reaching that piece of code. Yeah, this is already exist. Okay. This this is not where the error is coming from. Unique key violation. This is where it is coming from, unique validation error. So we'll handle this separately. I was assuming that you ignore if duplicate also. So we will just say, try this, right? Accept duplicate entry error, continue. Or should we log it and continue? I'm not sure. So we can log it for now, as long as we are in the development and iteration phase. Log error, duplicate lead skipped. Yep, now let's try. Yeah, still unique validation error. Hmm. Okay, it still gives you this messages. But yeah, since we are in the desk, can we pass something to insert that can suppress those messages? Yeah, this is where the message is coming from. So, hmm. So either we can live with it, or for every lead we go and check, right? That okay, does it exist? Does it exist? I think I will leave it at this. Okay, check. Otherwise, you log some error and then done. So error log list. You will see duplicate list skipped, and it has the details of the lead as well as this lead. Yep, done. So we did two things actually. We also made sure that we aren't syncing the leads that we have already synced before. Second is if we do sync, we are handling that via the field. So, yep, progress. Field, deduplicate leads. Yep. I should have installed pre-commit. It's not failing, but yep. What's next now? So now you can start the UI, I guess. So dev, Frappe UI slash. So this is assuming, so if you see this error message, right? Failed to scan for dependencies from entries, this, and then this, no such file or directory. So it's trying to look up Frappe UI locally, which means as a get some module. Probably CRM assumes that. And this line is then breaking. Okay, this line. Yep. So even if I fix it here, some so it's this thing is referring to the node modules, but why is then this wheat depth scan was triggered by this import? Hmm. Let's check the weak config. Hmm. By the way, this code came from the events app. So what I can do is cd traffic UI. So what I can do instead is I can go cd dot dot cd dot dot cd dot dot in the bench. I can say gh repo clone frappe slash frappe UI. Can you please create series on using Frappe or any JavaScript framework for frontend with SSR support? That I've struggled with in the past. Then what we do is we fall back to Jinja templates plus Alpine. We implemented a whole e-commerce website using that. And then I can go inside this and say import or dot slash dot slash or dot slash Frappe UI slash v. Yeah, now let's try app slash CRM slash yarn dev. No, still doesn't work. So we'll have to pull the submodule. I think that the setup assumes you need a sub. That's not a good thing. But yeah, pull get submodule. Let's change this back. Yep, it works now. So this is how I cloned Frappe UI. So Noor is asking, is it possible to use Frappe UI for SSR as Vue support SSR? Vue supports SSR, but Frappe UI components don't. Faris did a POC. Netjam Faris Frappe Vue SSR. So he did a POC. You might want to check this out. Frappe Vue SSR server-side rendering for Vue. But bear in mind, this is proof of concepts for production use. Several improvements are needed. So it doesn't pre-render; it renders on the fly, and there are a lot of other cases as well. So this is how it happens. So if you visit a Vue page, Vue renderer finds the Vue page, Vue renderer clones Node.js renderer. So everything is happening on the fly, but you could make it work uh, if you pre-render. And then server bundles renders to HTML, complete HTML page, Vue hydrates on client side. Yep. Yeah, it will come, but not right now. So let's go to crm.localhost 8080. Yep. Here are the three leads. And now I want to be able to do what I did from the backend from here, right? Oh, there's forecasting, currency exchange, brand settings, users. CRM is going fast. Assignment rules right from here. Home access. Oh, nice. Telephony, help desk, ERP next. Oh, there is also help desk integration now. Hmm. Yep. So similarly, we want um, lead syncing here. Let's check this doc type. Settings.view. Okay. So there is this settings. Is there a data structure that is rendering this? Yeah, there is tabs. So I think these are the tabs. Yep. So there is personal settings. Where is it? Personal settings. You can't see personal settings. It's called profile. Yep. Personal settings. It's not showing up here. System configuration. Correct. And it has three items. Forecasting, currency exchange rate, brand settings. Correct. Nice. And then there is user management automation rule. So this is where we'll start. I will first, I think in the integrations itself, we can do help desk icon. Somehow I'll find some other icon for it. For now, I'll just duplicate this. I will say lead syncing. If you see lead syncing, icon should be something like a circle that syncs. Let's get the name from Lucide icons. Sync. refreshed CW. Yep, lead syncing. The icon is a little bit big to my liking. A little bit smaller would be fine. But yeah, lead syncing. And then there is help desk settings. Where is this coming from? Okay, there is a different view file. So we will also do the same thing. We'll say import lead sync settings from, we'll create it. So if you see, like, if you have a good structure, right, it is easier for other people to contribute, and that too in a good way and maintainable. Lead sync settings dot view, and we are using single quotations. ERP next settings. Let's go here and add lead sync settings dot view. Probably need rename it later, but it's fine. Template, template, script setup, done. Lead syncing for, yeah. So ours is similar to, let's just refresh the page. Nope. Yeah, we imported it, we didn't use it. So we'll copy this. We'll say, yep. For now, only manager can do this. That is also fine. Yeah, lead syncing goes here. So ours is similar to this. So we'll copy some of it from the users settings. Email accounts. That is also similar, I guess. Let's copy email template page. Email template page. New email templates. Yeah. So this is the pattern we can follow. So Noor says, I love Frappe framework, but it falls short on client-side customization and SEO. I built an app using React with a Frappe, but integrating Google Auth has been challenging. It's straightforward. Google Auth, how can it be challenging? Oh, so you have hosted the React app separately? In that case, it might be, but if you have hosted on the same thing, it's very easy. You just need to do this social login key. There is a doc tag. Uh, hmm. So new email templates, and then edit email template. Hmm. We'll follow the same. We'll say in settings, we'll create lead sync, lead syncing. Okay. And then the lead sync settings. Cut, paste, rename lead sync source page. Yep. And then we can go back to the settings, lead syncing slash lead sync source page. Lead sync source page, let's copy and then replace this with this. Yep. So I'm following the template. And then there is 1, 2, 3 list, new, and update. So for now, let's just check if it works as expected or not. Lead syncing. Yeah, lead syncing goes here. So I'm just setting up some boilerplate code right now. Yeah, let's go back. Lead syncing. Lead sync sources dot view, which will display the list of sources they have connected. And then I need new lead sync source. So I have enabled it. I don't know if it has to be enabled for each videos. I enabled it for one. But I'm not sure how to enable it for the channel itself. Do you know any settings or something where I can enable this? New lead sync source dot view. Then I need edit lead sync source dot. Yep, these are the pages. And let's check how it works for email accounts. So you just say add email account and then you create this and then just create. Yeah, ours will be similar. So set up lead sync, then there will be logos of Facebook. For now, just Facebook, and then rest of the things. So I think it's not going to be that hard. But yeah, we'll have to refer this back and forth. Lead sync source page. Yep. Let's copy this. This will be new lead sync source, new source, source list, edit source, and this will be lead sync sources, edit lead sync source, import lead sync sources from dot slash from dot slash. Yeah, I just want to get done with the boilerplate first. Lead new no okay, this is edit this is lead sync sources And then one last one, new sync source from dot slash new sync source. Yep. And then we'll copy over the other things, which was, yep. Maybe it can be a generic page later. For now, it is fine. Reference doc type in. Okay, what is the filter? Yeah, we don't need this filter. We'll say lead sync source cache lead sync sources, and we'll say, yeah, enable disable. We'll have to also do that in our doc type as well. So let's quickly do that. Doc type, because if a source is disabled, they may want to disable it, right? Enabled, and by default it is enabled. Nice. See, this is the idea. You get use HTML reference doc type. This all is not there. We have a type. We have last synced at. This should be fine for now. Yep. And then, what is this? We copied some more things that we shouldn't have. This template. This template we can change to source, 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 source. Provide sources, 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 sources. Lot of copy pasting. But yeah, now let's check the templates page. This is the main thing. So we want to, not here, but lead sources. Yep. Template, script, setup. So the parent component is providing this. We just have to say inject the data, and we'll say JSON for now. For now, I will want to end the string JSON dot stringify whatever templates is coming, right? And we'll add it to a pre. Yep. Then we'll handle the rest. Let's go back, refresh. What's the time now? Okay. So we'll quickly do this to the other two pages. Yep. Nothing. And why is that? Okay, step is source list. Because it will start at the list view. I want to see the JSON. Nope. What is going wrong? Injection templates not found. Not sources, but not templates, but sources. See, this is the blunders of copy pasting. Yep. JSON null 2. Yep. Facebook. Last thing that. So we have the data in the front end, rendering and etc. will take care of. Bye bye for today.